Howdy team, hope all is fantastically well. In today's episode, we are talking about the importance of pivoting, changing lanes, and knowing when you need to do something differently. Because it's time to scale my brokerage. Since 2019, I've coached more than 500 mortgage advisors, insurance advisors, IFAs, and we've had fantastic results. During the course of the pandemic in February of 2020, I laid out almost 24 live in-person training events. And then at the end of March, the world went into lockdown. And coaching has served so fantastically well. It enabled me to help inspire, motivate, and educate the mortgage and financial services industry here in the UK and help them to create more leads, more sales, more profit, and ultimately more time to do the things that you love with who you love. But as the world is beginning to start to get back to normal, 2020, things are starting to opening up. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I've started to get a little bit frustrated because I've seen some huge results for some of our clients. They've grown their team. They've given themselves more time. They've recruited advisors, administrators, got bigger offices, have clearer understanding of knowing their financials and knowing their numbers. And we've changed multiple different lives in this coaching world, mentoring world that we've been. So many have achieved £100,000 in under 12 months. So many have added £100,000 to their business in less than 12 months. And my passion for mentoring, coaching, teaching, training has never been bigger. But I've started to realize that if I look back on my journey, going back to 2017, 2018, I talked about the Active Academy back then. And I spoke to him back then about the opportunity of bringing new blood into the industry, bringing people with CMAP or the qualifications and coaching them on how to do the job. Now, I've already done that multiple times over. For example, Elliot joined from a London city job, earning 50 grand a year. Became self-employed as an active advisor in the October of 2018. And in 12 months from October to October, with no prior experience in mortgages and insurance, he managed to write 157,000 and bank just over 100,000 in a 12-month period. And I absolutely love seeing that progress. But the difference is with having coaching, it's all at arm's length. We have our meetings, we sit down weekly, we sit down bi-weekly, we have conversations, but it's all on you to do the work. And yes, I'm there to hold you account. Yes, I'm there to make sure that you do the actions. But there's nothing like having a 100% vested interest in the person that you're helping to build their income and their business, to transform and change their life. And I've decided now that it is time to change lives. I feel like having done this since 2019, having been growing the financial services email list, not intentionally, my intention was always to coach, but having put time, energy, and effort into driving leads through lead magnets, having run multiple events to educate the industry on how it realistically works, we've hit a ceiling. Many advisors are working underneath a variety of different networks and working under a variety of different brokerages, under a DA, under an AR. Maybe many of you have transitioned from employed to self-employed, and now you're thinking about setting up your own AR network. And having hit a ceiling where there's still a belief that your network, who are responsible for your compliance, are going to help you build a business is brain numbing to me, because most networks are set up to make sure that you're compliant, to make sure that you adhere to the FCA guidelines, to make sure that you do the things that you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do them. Many of them talk about keeping you safe from the FCA. Many of them talk about making sure that your advice is compliant. And all they really do is provide you with a gateway to get paid, to receive your commissions. Now, that's not a one size fits all. There are some fantastic networks that help you grow, that invest back into you and your business. But if you're a one-man band, Bob working in his back bedroom, Sarah being a sole trader at home, wanting to build a business around your family and your lifestyle, I've seen it and heard it many times. You can feel left out. You can feel stuck. You can feel trapped. And there's many people wanting to get in this industry. I get you reaching out to me all the time on YouTube. How do I do this? How do I do that? I get messages from people like I did over the weekend from someone on LinkedIn who's found a job within a brokerage as a result of following my YouTube channel. And that's why now I believe with the team that I have, with the processes and the systems that we have in place, with the time that I have created, now's the time to put energy and effort into my own brokerage, into my own client journey, because I can help you much better by being your business partner. Because I believe that's one of the fundamental differences with my brokerage. It's not just a place to get your job done. It's not just a place to get paid or support to build, your systems and your processes. It's a place where we're actually in partnership. Your success is my success, which is what I've always said in my coaching business. But there's no partnership relationship in coaching. We're in it together. We're working towards a common goal. But now there's no financial implication. Otherwise, you paying me and me delivering on what I'm promising. Whereas in a business partnership, by joining Active, we're working on your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your wishes, your targets together. We have a vested interest in making sure that you sell more protection, that you refer your clients for solicitors, that you ultimately make the money that you want to achieve. And that's not going to be right for everybody to come and join Active. But I really want to start having conversations with people. All of these conversations that I've had throughout the course of 2020 around coming and working with me one-to-one and paying $25,000 for the year to be coached by me. It's not feasible. I'd rather have you within my team, within my partnership, within the awesome team that we have that can help you learn, develop, improve, and grow. And for those of you that are bigger than a small team or a one-person army, I'm going to be launching a network. I've got a business partner who's been in compliance since 2005. We met each other at Alexander Hall. And now's the time where we're going to actually launch our network in 2022. We're bringing on ARs as we speak. If you're a team of 3 and you're wanting more choice, more autonomy, more support to run the business the way that you want to run it within the rules and regulations of the FCA, then that's going to be perfect and ideal for you. So there's going to be 2-prong attack during the course of 2020. Still going to be educating the industry, still going to be giving you a huge amount of value, still going to be doing more than most to help you create leads, sales, profit, and time. But with the hope, with the desire that if you have the right mindset, that if you really want to build a lifestyle and build a business and hit your income goals, to work with me, you're going to have to work with me as a partnership. Either underneath my brokerage in Active, where we are going to scale to 100 advisors in the course of 2020, or underneath the network Liberty Partners, where we are going to be enrolling multiple different ARs. In Active, we want to hit 100. In Liberty, we want to hit 50. Huge goals for 2022. And we're looking for the right advisors, the right teams, the right businesses who really want to grow and scale and do things differently. It's time to disrupt. It's time to have huge impact on what you can achieve. It's time to shake up financial services. And I can't wait to take on this little bit of a task, a little bit of a challenge. It's all about getting outside your comfort zone and doing things differently. Knowing when to pivot is when something becomes too easy or when something becomes too monotonous, too much of the same thing over and over again. This new challenge brings more regulation, more compliance, more goals, more team, more support to help you achieve your goals. But it means that I've got more responsibility because we're the business that are helping you to achieve your goals rather than just supporting you from arm's length. We're in this together. We're fighting this together. We're going to make even more 100K club members. And it's part of being Active or part of being Liberty, the network. So it's a little bit of an update, a little bit of a story in terms of what's been going on and what the next stage of the journey is. I always want to keep you with the good, bad, and the ugly. There's going to be huge challenges in scaling this team. I've worked out to have 100 advisors within Active. We're going to need an employed team of around about 15 to 20 people, all mapped out on a spreadsheet, something I teach my mentees how to do. But for you to really achieve your financial goals, it's going to be a case of let's work together. Let's go on this. Let's really go for it during the course of 2020. Every day is gone at 12 o'clock midnight, and tomorrow is a new day. It's a new opportunity. It's a chance to go again. So if you are not happy where you are, if you're frustrated, if you're annoyed by compliance, if you're not able to do social media, if they're taking too long to respond and get you the answers that you need, if you're not able to act in an autonomous, choice-driven way, then let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation. Send me a DM. That's all it's going to start with. And I'm really, really looking forward to going on this next phase and journey with you. So thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Thanks for following my work. Thanks for being part of my mentoring, coaching, attending my events since 2019. I'm still going to be coaching in many respects, but I'm going to be mentoring you, my business partners, you, my team. I cannot wait for this next stage of the journey. If you want to be part of it, just chuck me a DM, hit me up with a message, and let's have a conversation. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Now's the time to become pro.